Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. A special treat for our viewers tonight. One-time league MVP Shaquille O'Neal is in the house, and with us courtside. Shaq, great to see you.
Kevin, you know I love your voice. That didn't even sound right when you said that. One-time league MVP.
That does not sound right, does it?
Right. Should be 3.
How can that be?
I think because they stole it from me twice and gave it to the great Steve Nash. But anyway, it's good to be here, guys. I just love you guys. I just wanted to say that on national TV.
How about
one-time league MVP?
At the worst, co-MVP.
I mean, the most dominant player ever with only one MVP.
That makes no sense. Well, we still have about half a season left, but here's where the power rankings stand as of today. They're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
Well, right now, for this home ball club, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. They've got Skinny. Young is out there with Jones. Then it's Mr. Perfect, and it's Money in at the 2-guard. Johnson is out there with Knox. Then there's Cummings. Then it's the Kid, and it's Jackson in at the 2 spot. Jack, you were such a prolific scorer back in the day. Right now, if you needed just one bucket to seal a game, win a game, who would you want taking that shot?
Well, that has to be my favorite player, Steph Curry. If he's on the injury list, I'm going to have to go with James Harden. Younger Steph Curry beat Trae Young. Luka Doncic is right after Trae Young. Russell Westbrook is pretty good. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, Mr. Kevin Durant. I'm sorry, Mr. Kevin Durant. I apologize.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Here's the Kid. Jackson has the open look. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Money, guarded by Jackson. Young outside. Cleveland moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Here's Simpson. No good on the triple. Outside Jackson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first free throw of the game. 2 shots. Both free throws good from Jackson. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Reynolds passes to Simpson. With some arc, here's Reynolds. Rebounded by Knox.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Puts it up from 15. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Shaq, you played an incredible 19 NBA seasons. When you think about the most passionate and most impressive fan base around the league, who stands out?
Well, listen, New York, Boston fans, their passion, their knowledge. Golden State has loyalty through the years of losing. And then you got to go with L.A. You know, they got the gigantic fan base, all the superstars that come, Denzel, Jack Nicholson, Adam Sandler.
What about Portland, like a mid-sized market like Portland, where it's the only game in town?
I never really paid attention to Portland because Portland was a dangerous team. We really had to concentrate, so I wasn't focusing on who was in the stands.
I like it. I like it. First one falls for him. And so Young nails them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Here's the kid. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. And Reynolds pulls it down.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And that one is good.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Here's the kid. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Reynolds. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. To the paint, here's Money. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
It's stolen by Cummings. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. That three off the mark. The Cavaliers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Jack, we talk about the motor of a player like Russell and Westbrook. And we also have some bigs who really get after it. And I'm sure you've got some guys that stand out in your mind in the game now who stand out in that category.
Let's see, Montrezl Harrell.
Oh, yes.
Domantas Sabonis. And Andre, Mr. Drummond.
All good names. Big motors. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They trail by 1. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings out west. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. Just under 3.5. Minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside, Jones. Here's Mr. Perfect. A 20-point game for him in the win again.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Johnson can't hit. Here's Money. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Here's the kid. Passes to Cummings. Lock at 6. No good with the triple. Well, Cleveland shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. And the pass to Simpson. Back to Young. Here's Reynolds. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Money. A three-pointer, no good.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Black's checked in.
And something that all players have to deal with, Shaq, the wear and tear of the NBA season. Talk about the ways you cope with that physical toll.
Well, over time, you just have to learn what you can and can't get away with. Nutrition has to be a factor into that. Training has become a bigger part of the game for everyone. So,
what about nutrition? When did that become, for you, like an everyday thing that you always thought about?
When I got older. Because when I was young, I could eat anything and move. But as soon as I got the taste of being old, it wasn't the same. I just knew I had to change.
And a quick look at some of the numbers for him.
And it's striking how much his three-point shooting has improved this month. His long-range percentage is coming up, and that's going to give them a lift as a team. You can never have enough reliable threats from beyond the arc.
A different look now for Cleveland. The monster comes in for Mr. Perfect, and it's Jackson in for money. Here's the kid, and he dunks it down.
God, we had to take flight to this game tonight, but here's a guy who simply takes flight and flies at will on the basketball court. I mean, it's pretty surreal to watch a guy who can elevate to that level.
Here's Black. He had 13 points in the win against Detroit.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
They get it back. Cummings. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Jackson. He had 13 points in the win again. Pass to Jones. Shoots from the high post. The shot missing.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Here's the kid, guarded by Jackson. The kid passes to Cummings. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded close. Got a hand on it. 3-on-3. Pass to Knox. Outside for Jackson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
Taking a look here at some numbers for the kid. The last 10 games, he's been on a heck of a run. Putting up about 25 points per game, 8 assists, and 9 rebounds. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Shaq, you know the importance of great footwork, and I know that you have found some other guys that are standouts in that category right now in the league.
Well, Kyrie Irving, he has great ball handling. You know, that definitely requires great feet work.
Yes.
DeMar DeRozan, James Harden with that Euro step and that step back. You got to have excellent feet work to pull those moves off.
Now here's Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shoots it up. And Davis pulls it down. Davis up top. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles can be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this one will be for sure. Interconference matchups are always pretty fascinating just because of timing on scouting and how often you watch teams like this affect some of the unpredictability of the East-West battles.
Checked in for Cleveland.
And a quick look at the numbers for ABC. First in three-point shooting, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And not only is he hitting from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters. The ball to the tune of 41% from the field so far. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Davis. Davis has got his second bucket of the night. And the league moving to shake things up, Shaq, in the regular season. There's an idea of a tournament maybe mid-season. One thing that didn't make the cut, though, changing the playoffs so that the semifinals are seeded 1 through 4, irrespective of conference. What do you think of all that?
I mean, it was a tough sell for the Eastern Conference. You know, historically, they've had an easier road to the finals. But I think reseeding would ensure a more competitive championship round. And, you know, Adam Silver just didn't have the votes.
Yeah, and I think part of that is, too, you know, other than football, nobody really reseeds. And you know what, you have trends some years. Look, you remember back in our era, big fella, the East was the dominant conference. You know, you had it in the transition. And so I just think, you know what, you're just going to have those years. I like the format that we have.
You know what I say, Kevin? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I don't think it's broke.
And if it is broke, get a warranty.
Yes, good idea.
I'm taking that one, too.
Yeah. You're stealing a lot of stuff here. Now, here is Young. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Here's Black Hole, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Davis. An easy 2 points on the layup. Davis has got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The monster passes to Freak. Jones in the post. Davis is there. Jones, no luck.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Yep, it counts. Davis has got his second basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's the monster. 9 points last game out. The pass to Jones. Over Davis. That misses off the backboard. Not going to go that time. And so it's the home team with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Davis is out there with Davis. Then it's Black Hole, and it's ABC, and it's Anderson in at the 5 down low. Here's Davis, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. So much love for the perimeter offense these days, but Shaq, for your money, who are some of the best back-to-the-basket players that are in the NBA right now?
The list is short, but it's still a very impressive list. Joel Embiid, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Anthony.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Reynolds is checked in on the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. We've got the monster. Freak is out there with Skinny, and it's Young, and it's Simpson in at the 4. Now here's Davis. Here's the kid, powered down with both hands.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Mr. Perfect. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Here's the kid. 7 points in the game. No good, and he's 3 of 6 from the floor. Here's Reynolds. Young from outside. Doesn't go that time. Here's the kid. Davis in the corner. Knocks down the 3-ball. Davis has got 11 points.
That's pretty much not how they would defend the 3-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to Freak. The monster passes to Young. Here's Reynolds. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And another miss by Cleveland. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. From deep 3-point range. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Young's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Well, Shaq, when you talk with NBA historians, guys that coached against you, former referees, they all say you were the most difficult player to call games to referee. This was because there was so much contact back then both ways.
Well, listen, I understand it's hard to find the balance. I don't want to disrespect the referees. They're a vital part of this game. They do a wonderful job. Some say I got away with too much, and others say I got hacked every play.
Well, you did get hacked at every play.
I know, but I don't like to complain.
I think he did get hacked. In all fairness, you did. Well, first of all, you had to hit Shaq harder. You couldn't foul him the way or bump him the way you bump a normal player. You ended up getting hurt more. But he also got away with it.
Here's Freak. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Davis, the pass to the kid. Loads it up for Davis. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. The league's long-distance Bombers are setting their sights on the 3-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
And you look at Jackson. There are a few players ahead of him in the voting, but if he holds on to his spot at number 5 on that list, he'll have a place in the 3-point contest waiting for him.
And if anything, I bet he moves up the list. I mean, how could you not have this fella taking part in this contest? He'll be there.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Blacks checked in for Freak. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Jackson comes over with the double. Pass to Young. Here's Money. once again off the mark by Cleveland. He lobs it up. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Cleveland trails by 14. Here's Mr. Perfect, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. High post, Davis. Trying to get something going. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
On Thursday, then on Sunday.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Jones checked in for Young. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Money. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
The kid passes to Jackson. Fades away, and Jones pulls it down.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board. Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
From deep. Here's Cummings. The shot, no good. Excellent D that time from Jones. Reynolds passes to Black. Passes it to Simpson. Here's Money. The pass to Simpson. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Mr. Perfect's got 7 now in this quarter. Here's the kid. He has 7. Count the basket.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Timeout called. Cleveland. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
Knox, he's checked in for Davis. And Cleveland also making a change. Jackson's checked in. Cleveland trails by 9. Here's Money. On the wing, Jackson. Cummings grabs the board. Cummings got his 5th rebound right now in the game. A steal. Here's the kid, guarded by Jackson. Knox, the pass to Cummings. Back to Knox. Off the left rim and out. Well, Cleveland shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Inside, Simpson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Mr. Perfect's got 11 points. Gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Here's the kid, guarded by Jackson. Johnson in the corner. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 6.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Can't cash in from close range.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively. This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Cummings grabs the board.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Cleveland trails by 12. Here's Money. From outside the arc, it's good from long range.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
The kid passes to Knox. Can't hit that one. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Here's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. 1:29 left here in the second. Always adding some levity to the mix. Shaquille O'Neal, thank you for stopping by. That headset is available for you whenever you want.
Kevin, I just want to say thank you very much. It's been great. Greg, you know I love you.
I love you too. I'm a big Aristotle.
I'm at a loss for words. I hate that.
No, that's okay, Shaq.
No, I just hate that.
Right.
I hate that I have to leave right now.
Give me a tissue. Give me a tissue. It's okay, big fella. It's
I don't want
okay.
to go back upstairs with Ernie and Kenny.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't
stay here with you guys.
Give me a tissue.
Thanks.
You know, Greg, there are good players, and there are great players, and there are superstars. And then there's Shaq.
Yeah, I mean, he once said he'd like to be known as
the big Aristotle.
Because Aristotle said, excellence is not a singular act, it's a habit. You are what you repeatedly do. Well, Shaq's lived by that on and off the court.
The Monsters checked in for Cleveland. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Can't connect from short range.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Johnson outside. To the middle, picked off in midair. Here's the break. A step back shot here, and he nails the jumper. 13 points for Mr. Perfect.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblock for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And so it's the home team with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And now, kicked back to the studio set after his brief tryout alongside Kevin and crew, the big fella, Shaquille O'Neal. Were you aware it was a tryout?
Well, that was great for them.
When's the last time you ever had to try out?
I've never had to try it, but it was great. I just want to let you guys know I'm missing them already.
Wow, well, it was nice of them to have you. They could have you back.
Good.
Well, I'll leave right now, then, Kenny.
Okay.
You feel that way.
That's why you feel that way
Okay,
about
well,
us.
I'm just saying, I miss him. I miss you
missed
guys
you.
too, but I miss him.
Don't let the door hit you, big fella.
Oh, wow.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from the kid in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. We've got Knox. Get out there with Jackson. Then it's Johnson, and it's Cummings in at the center position. On the basket by Jones. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Cleveland trails by 14. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Well, you might have been wondering who the top scoring small forwards have been over the last 10 games. Wonder no more. Here's a peek. And you look at Mr. Perfect, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
There is no doubt he is one of the league's most dynamic offensive players. I mean, he's capable of putting up some huge numbers from that wing position.
Well, the biggest number among them being that scoring average. He provides high-octane, high-energy offense at all times, and there's virtually nothing an opponent can do to slow him down. Say your prayers.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
Here's a look at stats for Mr. Perfect. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. first in free throw shooting, 6th in scoring, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Now here's Johnson. He has 6. Pass to Knox. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Cleveland trails by 14. Passes it to Money. Here's Reynolds. Cleveland moving the ball around. Now the pass to Money. It's the three-point bomb. Money's got 10.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Pass to Johnson. From deep. Kept alive. Cummings kicks to Jackson. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Ripped away. And here we go. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Cleveland trails by 13. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Simpson, the pass to Money. With the shot. Rebounded by Knox. Knox has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's the kid. Here's Cummings. And he finishes nicely on the layup. He's got 8.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Mr. Perfect. He's got 13. Jones trying to get open. Cummings grabs the board. Here's Jackson. Softly drops in the floater. Jackson's got 6 here in this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Reynolds passes to Simpson. To the left wing. The 3. Reynolds, good.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Here's the kid. He's got 17. Kicks to Jackson. The tray. That's all good. That's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Black's checked in. A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. Look at Cleveland. Their season filled with ups and downs. 10th right now in the conference.
And seeing where the Cavaliers are, there's been such a different feel to them this season. The confidence that was completely absent from last year's squad is back, and they pulled themselves here into contention.
Well, for a team that didn't sniff the postseason last year, you have to wonder how they're going to handle the pressure of being in the playoffs this year. Not to mention the postseason itself, if and when they get there.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Here's Knox. He has 7. And he jams it with authority.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Here's Black. He's guarded by Johnson. A nice shot by Black. Gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Here's the kid. 17 points in the game.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that. Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Fires the 3. Right side Jackson. Pass to Johnson. Beyond the arc. A rebound by Young.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Here's Money. 12 points for him. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
The Monsters checked in for Skinny. Davis in the corner. Passes it to Boss. Here's Sims. The pass to Davis. Shot clock at 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Money. His last 10 games, averaging 13 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
And Cleveland making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Cleveland trails by 17. Pass to the Monster. Now Jones. Stolen. Passes it to ABC. Loads it up for Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Jackson passes to the Monster. Outside, Jones. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And they double up Davis. Pass to Boss. Throws it up high, and Davis throws it down.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Cleveland. He kicks it to Jones, and there's the pass to Black. On the basket by Jones. Jones has got 11 points in the quarter.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Oh, man. That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Cleveland trails by 21. Here's Jackson. It's tipped. Second shot opportunity. Goes up again, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Cavaliers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Freaks checked in for Cleveland. He hits the second from the line. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And finished off by Davis. Here's the Monster. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Jones. 1:53 left to play here in the third.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Sims offline with his three. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter, and the basket is good.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Pass to ABC. Launches a three. Another shot. Trying to get open is Davis. Can't get the layup. It's stolen by Davis. Here's ABC. From outside, off the mark. Cleveland trails by 18. And a wide open look for Freak. Off target from outside. Jones against Davis, and they double up Davis. Bosch passes to Sims. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Well, Cleveland shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Jones against Davis. Lays it up off the glass. 23 points for Miracle Man.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike to the inside. And the layup falls. 10 points for Dub.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Bosch passes to Sims. Three-pointer. 1 second left, and it's Davis with the jam.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And a chance right now to show you our...
You have my kidneys?
Oh, yeah, so we were at the hospital,
Pussy pig?
Yeah, literally all the thing. They were like, I was like, yeah, when we go over there, I'm like, man, she is, that's what we're talking about. They were all like, in a couple of
Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Young, the monster out there with Mr. Perfect, and there's Money. And it's Freak in a shooting guard. There's the pass to the monster. 6 on the shot clock from past the arc. Rebounded by Knox. Knox has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's the kid. Pass to Knox. Here's Black Hole. Drains it from beyond the arc. Black Hole's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to the monster. Here's Money. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's guarded by Davis. Yep, that one goes in there.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Johnson, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. 2 points. That one goes. 15 points for Mr. Perfect.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Here's Black Hole shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point.
You have got to be kidding.
Talk about taking things into your own hands. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. Passes it to Money. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's guarded by Davis. Simpson can't hit the free throw line jumper.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
The first free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And he makes both free throws. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's
tournament
a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Here's Holland, and the pass to Arnold. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Jamison. Here's Holland. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Holland's got his first 3 points of the game. Here's the kid. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Underwood passes to Arnold. Here's Holland. Pass to Underwood. From beyond the arc. He doesn't hit that one. They double him with Freak. Johnson, a wide open look, and a miss there on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Tipped away. And they're moving it up. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And so Mike Malone calls a timeout. We know one and done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Jamison up on top. Holland, the pass to Underwood. The 11-footer. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Gone 6 of 8 in the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Here's the kid. Jackson in the corner. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Holland, the pass to Jamison. Here's Holland. Kicks it to Freak. Down low. Here's Underwood. Takes the
just found a hair in my food, and I'm trying my best not to throw up right now. And I've already ate so much of it. Okay. I'm gonna throw up. What is my fucking book? God, I hate it. Can I eat some tater tots?
Sure.
Why do these take 15 minutes to cook? Put you in there for 10 minutes. Oh my god, I'm literally fucking. Ugh. I should just piss me off so bad. Missy! Hello, Missy. Missy. What are you doing, girlfriend? Wanna go stretch? You.
Hey, why don't you
like
fix
that little spot.
why don't you fix the toilet while you grab it?
Huh?
Why don't you fix the toilet?
I'm about to. I was literally just about to walk in there. Can we get my vape?
You better.
You don't ever fix a toilet, so I shouldn't. Just
Oh,
because.
fucking shit.
You never do.
I never do goddamn anything, do I?
What? Who are you getting mad at?
Nobody. I'm just fucking kidding.
Bye.